Hi, my name is Rose and I'm a licensed psychotherapist. I work with individuals and also with couples. So what is self-worth? Self-worth is that internal sense in you that makes you feel like you are important enough, you are good enough, you are valuable, you belong. That is your self-worth. And you don't get self-worth by achieving or not achieving. You don't get self-worth by what people say or what people don't say. So how do our upbringing or our early years experience affect our self-worth? Now, briefly, for example, if a child was born in a home, in a loving home, parents were always there, paying attention to this child, making sure their needs are met. Each time they cry, mommy or daddy would be there to comfort them. Each time they share their own opinion, mommy and daddy will pay attention to what their child is saying. So with all this good intention and positive intention, this child will start believing that, oh, I'm important enough. If I can cry, mommy and dad will come and comfort me. I'm lovable because, mommy and daddy, they listen to me. They take time with me. They play with me. They feed me. They protect me. I feel secure around my parents. So with this experience, this child will grow up to become a person that they have a very strong sense of belonging. They will always believe that they're important enough. They will always believe that they're good enough. They are valuable. And they don't mind, or they are not scared of taking risk. They are not scared of living relationships that are not healthy. They are not scared of setting out boundaries because they know that they're important enough, and therefore they don't need reassurance. They don't need approval from other people, or they don't depend on those reassurance or approval. On the other hand, if a child was brought up in a home where maybe mommy and daddy, they were not there for them 24/7, maybe the parents were working too much to pay the bills or to put food on the table, or maybe mommy or daddy, one of them, they were suffering from mental illness or physical health problems. So it can be a number of reasons why a child's needs cannot be met by their parents. However, if this child grow up where there's no love, there's no attention, there's no reassurance, they don't feel safe around their parents, or they don't feel safe at home. They are always anxious. Is mommy going to come back? Is daddy going to come back? What's going to happen to me? So this child might grow up feeling like they are not important enough. They are not good enough. They don't have a sense of belonging. And therefore, in life, they will always settle for less. They will always settle for relationships that are quite toxic. They will always struggle with setting boundaries because of the fear of other people leaving. And this is how your early years experience can affect your own identity right now, or it can affect your sense of belonging. So what can you do to heal your self-worth or to reconnect back to your self-worth? One of the things that you can do is really take time and identify, what beliefs do you have about yourself now? Do you feel you're good enough? Do you feel you're important enough? Do you feel you're valuable? Do you struggle about people rejecting you? Do you struggle with setting boundaries or sharing your own opinions? Try to identify what your self-worth is at the moment. And if you feel like you're not happy with the way you identify yourself, then try to go back to your early years experience. Find out what happened as a child that changed you from believing that you're good enough, believing that you have a sense of belonging, to believing that you're not good enough, to believing that actually there's something wrong with you. Try to find out what happened that made you change your own identity, or made you change how you feel about yourself or how you think about yourself. Once you are able to identify all those things, then you have to ask yourself, you know, do you need to change the way you think about yourself? Do you want to change the behavior you have towards yourself? And you can start by doing, a few things. Maybe try to change or try to establish boundaries. Try to settle for only healthy relationships. Try to learn how to express your own opinion. Try to, to say no to people and see how they are going to react. So there are a few things that you can start doing, but the main one is really trying to understand, the cause of your low self-worth. And once you are able to understand that, then you can do something to start healing your self-worth. As I said before, that self-worth is already in you. So you need to do some healing for you to be able to connect with that self-worth. The other thing that you can do is about positive affirmations. This is really about learning how to be kind to yourself. You have to be aware what phrases do you use on yourself when you make mistakes, when you don't achieve things, when you're angry, when you're upset. What phrases do you use on yourself? Do you use that, oh, I'm stupid, I'll never get things right, or people will always hate me, I'll never amount to anything positive? If that is your language, you need to shift that language to a loving language, a language that says things like, I am worthy of love, I'm loved and appreciated, I'm respected. I love myself. I love who I am today. I'm a kind person. So try to start, planting seed of positivity in you by the way you talk about yourself or you talk to yourself. And I hope these few tips will help you to really start reconnecting back to your positive to your positive self-worth. And if you feel like actually your self-worth is really damaged and you need some coaching around it, please feel free to contact me below, because I do group work and also one-to-one session, try to coach people to overcome their imposter syndromes or limiting beliefs so that they can connect with their own self-worth, so that they can start enjoying life again. Going back to their dreams, aiming for high, trying to establish healthy relationship around them. So bye for now, and watch out for my new video.